Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have a interesting study here. White has a bishop and a pawn for the two pawns, so we are a bit up in material, but this pawn is unprotected at the moment. It's going this way, so it can promote. But we need something very clever to win this because just a bishop up is not going to do it for us. We have to find some tactic maneuver here to really end this with a victory for white. And also note that our bishop is hanging right now with the discovered check. That is also extra for black. So we need to do something here, and of course we do what we do. You pause the video now and see if you can find out how white is winning from this position. Go ahead. All right, did you find it? Well, here we go. As said, this is hanging here, so if we are doing something with our rook attacking here, well, black will just follow up with taking here with a discovered check, followed by grabbing our pawn, and of course that is not winning at all. We can use the rook to check here, but this pawn is hanging, as we said. So if we lose this pawn, we really don't have much to do after that in order to win. And this position is pretty good for black with the king up here and everything around. So no, and we have to do something else. Moving the king doesn't give us anything, really. It can come to a better place. So what about moving the bishop? If we just move away, something like this, and we are threatening to give a check here and grab the rook, well, again, the pawn is hanging, really, and now this threat isn't much of a threat anymore. Even if black were to lose this both pawns, he is still hanging on to a draw because a rook versus a rook and a bishop is just enough for black to manage that. So this is not giving anything. Okay, now for the interesting part. This little sacrifice here looks interesting. It's not good enough, but it looks interesting. It's a check. As you see, black king cannot take here. Then we will grab the rook, and of course we are winning after that. So black will have to take, and is forced to take with the pawn. But now really, this threat here isn't really a threat. The black rook can come here, he will grab this pawn next move, and we are down two pawns. If we follow up instead with another sacrifice like this, trying to get the king to come down to the eighth rank, well, it's not working because black will take with the rook instead. And if we then start checking, he will just put his rook in between, and now black is winning this. So that's not right either, but the idea is right. We just have to do it in a different order. So here comes the correct starting move. We use this pawn, it's hanging anyway, we cannot protect it, so let's just sacrifice it. We promote to a queen with check, forcing black to take this. Point is, we want him to take with the king. And now he's forced to do so, because if we take with the rook, now we can take here with a check, and we will grab this rook for an exchange, and we will be left with the rook up and winning, obviously. So black will have to take here with the king. And we wanted the king to come down to the eighth rank, and why is that? Well, it's not crystal clear for sure, but if you want to give it another chance here, you can pause the video again and see if you find the victory for white from here. Go ahead. Okay, now we got a series of threats here. We start with a check. We want to grab the rook. Black is forced to come back to e7 to protect his rook. And now we have the beautiful sacrifice with the bishop to d6. Look at this. It's a check. If he moves the king, well, he's going to lose his rook. If he takes with the king, he's going to lose his rook anyway. And of course, this is easy win for us. We grab the pawn next, and then we win. So black is forced to take this with the pawn. And now we achieved something. We wanted the king on the eighth rank. Instead, we checked him and went back to the 7th rank, but now we set up the trap again and we continue with the check. Now he's forced down to the 8th rank, and it doesn't matter that black has 2 pawns up. We're going to win this easily anyway. King comes to e8 or d8. D8 holds on a bit longer, and we follow up with the king to e6. And now we're threatening to win the rook like this. The rook cannot escape anywhere. His pawn is in the way. If he goes away, something like this, well, we're definitely going to win the rook. And if the king tries to go in this way, well, he's still going to lose his rook like this. So he'll do a check here. But of course, after that, we simply take here on d6. And now we're not only threatening the rook, we're threatening a checkmate. So if black's trying to escape here, well, it's going to be checkmate e1. And to get away from that, well, he can either sacrifice his rook here or try to escape with the king. But then we follow up with the winning of the black rook. And after that, we are winning for sure. So that's this study. It's kind of beautiful. It wasn't the hardest, but it's pretty clever to find the first couple of moves here with the first pawn exchange, follow up with a check, and then this beautiful bishop sacrifice that really puts everything on hold for black, and this is winning for white. All right, thank you for watching this little video. See you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.